Hello my dear YouTuber friends, and I hope you're all keeping well. Welcome to this new video, which is going to be discussing and talking about heads-up displays and options in the cockpit and in external mode as well. Displays and features and options you may not be aware of and may be helpful to you or not. I'll be talking about them and going through the various options. I'm also going to be talking about and discussing my recommendations on the Black Friday sale currently in the Microsoft Flight Simulator marketplace. So I'll be giving you my recommendations there. So let's not hesitate, let's get on with the video. Okay, so I'm flying around in the vanilla display. So this is the heads-up displays that we're normally used to. In fact, there's none on the screen. I've just got the normal display where if I want to look down at my instrument speed, vertical speed, compass, I'll go down to my instruments like this. Well, there is an option, and to be honest, I'm not fully sure when this came in, when this was patched in. But if you go to options, and you go to assistant options, so this one here, assistant options. This works on both PC and Xbox. I'm just doing this on the PC for ease, but it works just fine and the same on the Xbox as well. You want to, in your assistant options, you want to open the user experience. So I'm just going to left click that. And in the cockpit there, you've got an option, Instrument Heads-Up Display, Cockpit Cam. So your cockpit view. There's only two options there. You've got minimal or off. It was on off by default. I'm going to change it to minimal. Apply and save and go back and resume. As you can see now, we've got some symbology and added HUD features in the cockpit view. So you've got your compass. Now this could be useful if you're doing a VFR flight, so no autopilot, or even if you are on autopilot, you're having trouble seeing your compass in this view. You have to go down to this view and maybe zoom in a bit to see your compass and your bearing. Well, it's now clearly displayed with that option on at all times in the top left there, as you can see. So if I turn the aircraft, bank the aircraft to the left, you can see my bearing changes. It's just an easier way to see what your current heading is in your cockpit. You've also got your current airspeed down here, your engine RPM as well, which is quite useful, and your fuel load. Now this is very useful. If you're not sure what your current fuel state is, you can go down here and take a look. This actually gives it you in percentage what your current fuel, how much you have left in your fuel tank in percentage. I find that very useful. You've also got your flaps here, so if I deploy first, let's not do that, first stage of flaps. Now I'm going to be flaring up a little bit obviously, but as you can see there, it's showing it in degrees. That's flaps stage 1. Flaps stage 2, 20 degrees of flaps. And full flaps, 30 degrees of flaps. And as you can see, I'm in full flaps there. And of course, if you raise them back up, so that'll be stage 2 flaps. Oh, my trim's going all wonky doing this, of course. 10 degrees of flaps, and then no flaps. So that's quite useful as well. Also gives you your current trim profile. I mean, 7% of trim positive currently, apparently at the moment. So if I increase that to try and get into level flight, and I can pull back my engine, my throttle, and you see my RPM reading reacts there. So it gives you all that, and your vertical speed, in how much vertical speed you're doing as well, and your current altitude. It gives you all useful displays. Now, obviously, some people won't like this because it takes away from the realism. In a real aircraft, you wouldn't have them. If you're training and you're starting out in Flight Simulator, these can be quite useful. In fact, I may use these in future tutorials because it's simply easier to see what my engine's doing, what my airspeed's doing, what my flaps and trim and vertical speed and altitude is, simply by a quick glance. So I find that quite useful in that respect. And it's up to you whether you want them or not. If you don't want them, hit escape or go to options, assistant options, and you just do the reverse. User experience, go to that tab, and then you can go turn it off, which would be the default way that you would normally fly, and then it's off, and then you would have to go down to your instruments or fuel reading to see how much fuel you have left, or to see what your instrument's doing. So it's an option. Let's go now to the external options, which are quite exciting. Okay, so external mode. If I go press my button to get into external view, that'll be the default state. I always mix those PLV switches up on my velocity one. I want to go around smoothly in the external view. As you can see, this is the default heads-up display that you'll get. You get your compass here and airspeed and flaps and goodness knows what. There's a couple of options here. You could have it like we had it in the cockpit. I'm going to go to options. I'm going to go to assistant options. And again, user experience. Open that tab. And it's this one here, instrument heads-up display, chase cam. It's on full, which is the default way it was or normally is. You can change that to minimal, for example. Apply and save, go back, resume. And it's very similar to the way you have your cockpit, to the way I just showed you. You can have these in the cockpit. It's up to you if you want to see more of the world around you, but you want to see what your engine's doing in external mode, what your trim's doing, your vertical speed and flaps and goodness knows what. It's a minimal way of actually seeing all that information and yet looking around the world externally. So there's an option. But here's the exciting one. Let's go back to options, assistant options, and user experience. And we can put that chase cam to off completely, apply and save, go back, resume. Now if you want to take pictures of your flight, typically people would go to drone cam before this was implemented, but now you can see you can get rid of all that HUD heads-up display information, and if you're flying in an interesting area and you want to take a picture, you can do that simply by turning off the HUD options completely. And there you go. So those are a couple of options that you may or may not have been aware of. I do like the fact now that we can completely turn off the HUD options in external mode, and we can take pictures on the fly, so to speak. Anyway, let's now go to my marketplace recommendations. Okay, so in the main menu, or on the main menu, we'll go to marketplace. Now I'm going to give you my recommendations on the Black Friday sale. Keep in mind this is preference. It's going to be down to personal preference, what you would like to get, what interests you, etc. I can only give you my recommendations on what I own or what I'm looking to pick up. What I'm going to do here in Marketplace, I'm going to click the on sale, make sure that's ticked. It will give you everything on sale currently. If you want to look at things like just aircraft, you can click, go to categories and go to the aircraft tab here. I'm sure you all know this, but for those who don't or who are new to Flight Simulator, you can narrow down your search. So with on sale ticked and aircraft, you've got the Douglas DC-6 by PMDG. I've not heard great things about this. It's an expensive aircraft. All PMDG aircrafts are. It's currently on sale for £13 off. Now that's quite a good saving. I've got good faith that whatever issues are happening with the DC-6 currently, they will be fixed. PMDG is a reputable flight simulator company, or they make good modules for Flight Simulator. I've got good faith they will fix the issues. If you're interested in that and you have faith in them like I do, then maybe pick this up while it's on sale. It's not something currently on my radar, but it is something that's on sale. There's other aircraft on sale. One aircraft that I do know about, and I've even tried, I'm going to be writing an article for flightsim.com, hopefully before Christmas, or that's the aim. That's the F-14 Tomcat by DC Designs. Fantastic aircraft. If you're into your jets, your fighter jets, things like Top Gun and goodness knows what, this is a high fidelity module, highly polished module. I actually did a members only video. If you're a member, you can view that in the top right. Massively impressed by this. It's verging on the quality of something like DCS. Really, really good. You don't have weapons and things, although you do have a lot of the systems implemented on this. Looks great, sounds fantastic. It's on sale, £9 off. I would heavily recommend that. One of the best fighter jets, in my opinion, available for Flight Simulator at the moment. You've also got big savings. By the way, if this defaults back to the main menu, bear with me. Seems to be a bug. It seems to be happening to me a few times. This is my 4th time recording this bit, so bear with me if that happens. You've also got the Reno Air Races pack bundle on sale. This is not just for one aircraft. If I click into one of them, I believe anyway, this is for the whole bundle, from £83 down to £24.99. £25 effectively. That's a massive sale. I'm going to have to research more into this because I was kind of interested. Not massively, but while it's on sale for that price, I've got to the 1st of December apparently. We all have. Seems a good price to pay for that. 70% off for the bundle. Wow. Big saving there if you're interested in the Reno Air Races. Few other aircraft. If you're interested in these, grab them while they're on sale. Some are better than others in terms of pricing. £10 off there. £12 off there, not bad at all, some of them, if you're interested in them. I don't own a lot of these, I'm not interested in a lot of these. There you go, $4.99 for that one. One I can recommend, and do recommend, let's get down to it, don't go back to the main menu, good, is the Spitfire by Flying Iron Sims. I'll link my review in the top right. Fantastic. I own it on both Xbox and PC. Fully recommend this. It's on sale. It's about £5 off, or just under, maybe £4 off there. Just over £4 off. Yeah, if you're looking to pick that up now, maybe the time, and I fully recommend this Spitfire module. It's fantastic in Flight Simulator. Okay, so those are my aircraft recommendations. There's many others on sale if they interest you. Again, it's down to preference. Let's go to landmarks. There's quite a lot of landmarks on sale as well. A couple I would recommend are the Sydney Cityscape. I'll link my review in the top right. You can see it's highly rated. High quality. Excellent detail. Somewhere I love to fly around a lot with the actual add-on Sydney Cityscape add-on by Orbix. One I fully recommend. It's about £5 off. You might as well pick it up while it's 40% off. I'm tempted by these two because these are also by Orbix and also in Australia, obviously Adelaide and Brisbane rather. I'm tempted by them. I'm going to look at a couple of reviews just to see if these are of similar quality to Sydney, but this one definitely. This is one I'm likely to pick up. Look at that, it's only £4.19. Again, high ratings there. For that price, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? Dubai. Likely gonna get this one myself. For that price, yeah, I'm likely just to pick that one up. Couple of others here. You've got Sydney, Paris City Pack. I did enjoy that. I'll show you my review in the top right. I'll share that with you in the top right. It's a few pound off. You do have the world update which encompasses Paris. Not necessary to pick this one up now with that Paris World Update or the French World Update, but it's up to you if you want to add a little bit more fidelity and quality there. You've also got things like the London City. I actually own that one. It's got a lowish rating because when it was first released it had troubles and then they were fixed, but that's on sale if you want them as well. Again, it's down to preference. And also the Singapore City Pack. It's only just under £3 off there. 38%. A strange number that. Why not just 40%? Anyway, it's on sale. I'll link my review in the top right. Fully recommend this one too. But again, it's preference to the ones you would like to see and the areas you would like to fly over. The last thing, and this is more a recommendation for myself, let's go to airports. Plenty of airports on sale here. Seems hundreds of them are on sale. Again, if you're on Xbox or PC, look at this. If you're on Xbox, it won't show possibly. I do believe they show, don't they? I'll have to double check that. But double check these symbols. If you're looking to buy it on Xbox, make sure this symbol here is showing. That shows it's available on your format. And that's obviously PC. Lots and lots of different airports. I don't own many of them. Hardly any of them at all. One I should pick up though. Have a guess. Because I fly around this a heck of a lot. London City. Not a massively discounted price there, 40%. I'm going to wish list it, because if I can pick that up for a few pound, I'm definitely going to get it. I'll have to think about whether I want to get that now. Maybe I'll just wait till it's more discounted. But taking that off again, if you want to pick up an airport, now may be the time to pick them up. I don't own many of them, so I can't. I don't know if I own any of them, in fact, so I can't recommend any of them, but do take a look through. There's hundreds of them here. Okay, so that's my recommendation for the Black Friday sale in the marketplace. Do let me know your own thoughts. What are you going to be picking up? If the video's been helpful to you, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more, many more Flight Simulator videos on the way, and I'll see you soon.